Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Gamecast, episode 386. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinsod,
Yo.
and Tony Korkanakis.
Hello, hello.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers, to episode 386 of the Gamecast. We have some...
Jim's back.
Yeah, I'm back. Hi. Hi, if you're watching, hi, I'm waving. So we have some interesting gaming news actually that came out. We'll get into what we've been up to, and we'll see what's been going on. So yeah, we're gonna kick it off right off the bat with Nintendo Direct. That was last Friday. I think that's a good way to start.
Big news.
Yeah, I think so.
Mike care again.
Well, I mean, yes, I think so, Mike. I think so. I mean, I think the biggest game announced during that Direct we'll start with is Smash, which we're not sure what's in there yet, but we have lots of months now of expecting character announcements from month to month to go.
Yep.
So we know that...
Gotta build that hype train right now.
We know Splatoon characters will be in it.
Yep.
We know that.
Well, the way they did it too was kind of masterful because it was a 30-minute Direct, and it seemed like they were ending the note on Splatoon 2. So the news there was there's going to be a paid single-player DLC that explores like you play from an Octoling's perspective. And then, version 3.0 is coming, which is free multiplayer content, weapons, cosmetics, maps, etc., etc. So it's kind of like, oh, well, that's exciting and all, but really, like, that's the note you're going to end on? And then they're like, oh, well, we have one more thing to show you, I guess. And then it cuts to a trailer, and you can just see two of the, the kids shooting at each other. And it's like, oh, more Splatoon stuff? But I'm like, wait a second, these are the Splatoon 1 characters, because it's like the orange-haired girl and the blue-haired boy. It's like, that's not the way they're using the marketing material. So I was like, this is probably a Smash announcement. I could just feel it. And then the trailer, like, it's funny because they're just kind of sparring, and then she turns around because it goes dark, and there's just like this ominous fiery light. She turns around, you can see it in her eye. It's become like a meme on Twitter right now. Yeah. And social media.
It definitely was set up for that. It was like when I watched it, I'm like, that will be a meme. I could see it.
And it's just like you see the fiery Smash logo, and you can see the silhouettes of all these Smash characters on the bottom, just like staring them down hardcore.
My question for you is, like, when I saw those characters, like, a lot of people said that was Mario, but I thought that was Diddy Kong.
No, it's definitely Mario.
Really? Because it looks like it has a outward mouth.
No, definitely Mario.
Okay.
And the other interesting thing there is the Link is Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
Link,
I saw that. Yeah.
The traditional Twilight Princess Link.
No, it's definitely Breath of the Wild Link, which is cool. I mean, I believe it or not, I don't know why they're doing this over at GameStop, but I took advantage of a nice little Flip-A-Geddon deal, if you want to call it.
Oh, you did take advantage of it. Okay.
Yeah, I got
nice.
I got about $200 in credit, but I legitimately had games to trade in. Like, I had Mario Odyssey I wasn't playing anymore, which got me a ton. You know what the best one was? Is I got a pricing glitch on Resident Evil Gold Edition when it came out. Best Buy had a pricing glitch. I got it for like
I saw that $20.
It was $20. It was $19. No, I got it for $18 because it was with my discount. I got it with $17.99. So I got $28 for that game. So not too bad. I was like, that's hilarious. Traded in Nier. I had Nier. I traded that in. I traded a bunch of games, and I got like $200 roughly, and I put it down on Smash for now, but I actually think I'm going to move that. There's a game at the end of the month, right? What's the end of the month?
For what?
This month on Switch. Isn't there something big?
Kirby.
No, Kirby's middle of the month. I thought there was something else. Maybe I'm wrong.
Not from Nintendo.
Oh, I thought there was. Maybe it's the end of next month? I'm trying to think. There was actually a Switch game. I'm like, I kind of would like to get that, but...
Next month is Labo. Nintendo Labo.
No. There's. I was looking at the release list, though.
Wants.
No. But anyways, back to the Direct. So yeah, they had the Smash announcement. What was some of the other stuff? They're porting Captain Toad over from the I'm expecting a lot of like we've mentioned before, the Wii U ports, because the fact that Wii U was not played.
I mean, that's what you expect though. Like every system does it. It's like, let's take games that were popular, not necessarily popular with Wii U, but just games that have been on this other system, because it's easy to just bring them over to this system. PS2 to PS3, PS3 to PS4. I mean, it's the same idea.
Yes.
Got to build the catalog, get people to play games, and if you didn't have the system, it's good for them.
Yeah, if you have the system, it's essentially a new game for you.
And and especially with the Wii U, like
nobody had that.
Not many people had the system.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like it's I'm okay with that because I actually heard that I'm looking forward to the Donkey Kong game more than anything now because it's like I heard that was actually very good, like really good game. So I'll be getting that, and I think that's summer, right? That game June, I think it is. But yeah, so they announced that. They announced I don't have the list in front of me. I'm trying to bring that up as we speak.
Let's see, what did they do? Okami HD Switch summer.
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot Insane Collection. South Park, The Fractured Butthole.
Yep.
Ported.
Which is a great game.
That's coming next month.
Which is a great game to play. I mean, I've already played it, but that if you haven't played that yet, that's a really good RPG. Actually, it was fun, very fun RPG.
Yep. Random thing, they're releasing a Dark Souls amiibo, which is kind of
I saw that. That was weird looking.
Crazy to think.
Isn't that weird looking?
Yeah, it's like here you go, praise of the sun.
Yeah,
they talk about Dark Souls remastered or whatever.
Yeah. There's going to be a network test, so that'll be kind of cool to test it out. Last E3, they announced this 3DS game called Sushi Striker, which is like a weird action puzzler game. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just so weird. But it was on the 3DS, and at this point, I'm just like, I'm so done with my 3DS, especially now that I have Switch. Metroid: Samus Returns wasn't the exception because it's Metroid. But they finally like, you know what? We'll release this on Switch as well. Well, it'll be on both systems. I'm like, thank God. Like, there you go. Look at that. Not hard. It's not hard. Come on.
Yeah.
Just do it. So that'll be coming out in June. The next thing that was interesting to me was Octopath Traveler got a date of July 13th.
Yeah, that was awesome. No, June. Yeah, June. What was it? June.
July.
Oh, July. I thought it was June. Sorry. There we go. I'm bringing the list up here. But yeah, I think that's interesting, and they kept the name. So because we weren't sure they're going to keep that name.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So that's interesting. We got a new amiibo. We got Mario Tennis coming in June. Crash Bandicoot. I have the list finally in front of me. Octopath in July. Kirby All Stars is next week, which we already knew that. South Park we already talked about. Travis Strikes Again. They showed some gameplay for that.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah, I've never played those games, but I'll check it out for this. Obviously, Undertale is coming to Switch. Captain Toad, Okami, as you mentioned, Hyrule Warriors, which we knew about. That's May 18th now. Little Nightmares. I'm not sure what that is. There's Sushi Striker, and that's it. So that was the direct. Like I said, biggest game was the Smash. But
and that was confirmed for 2018.
Yes, coming this year
because they said specifically 2018.
Yeah,
I
won't dispute that. No disputing that.
no disputing that this time, Jim.
No,
all right.
Nope.
So the whole debate that's been going on even before the game was officially revealed this past weekend was, will this be like Super Smash Brothers Deluxe, kind of like how they did with Mario Kart and Hyrule Warriors and Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze and all that and Pokken Tournament, but they made a brand new logo for this game.
Yeah,
so
and they said that
seems like
its creator's working. He's working on this game.
Yeah,
he actually said that. So it's like you don't come out and say I'm working on this game if it's a port.
Right.
I don't
think
so.
I definitely think it's going to be like one of the things from like Melee to Brawl where like they use the base engine and the characters and stuff, but it's still going to be new. So
it won't be. I see what you're saying. It won't be like a brand new fighting system, but it'll be something that's built off of that same engine. Yeah, got it. All right, let's talk about Valve. I can't believe here it is.
What?
Yes. Do you ever hear of this company? Because I haven't heard about them in a long time. So apparently Valve is going.
Just memes.
Yeah, they're going to start shipping games again. Apparently, this is coming from Gabe, right? Straight from the horse's mouth.
Well, don't they have that card game?
They are shipping that
Artifacts.
soon. Well, they're shipping a bunch of stuff though. There's another game they said, and he laughed about it, saying there's going to be much more games coming from Valve soon. So you think we get a Left 4 Dead, guys? What do you think?
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead would probably be the easiest to do because we know it's been worked on for the past couple of years.
We also know that, like, in terms of what's now, in terms of interest now, that's the game that makes the most sense to release. I mean,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead 3 right now, I think would actually make sense because they could navigate the market right now because everybody's trying to do like the battle royale battlegrounds thing.
Yep.
which is entirely PvP. Nobody's really doing too much PvE. I guess the last thing was, Destiny 2, and we could see that's kind of mixed bag at best.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if it launched later this year, especially like October for Halloween, I think it'd do very well.
Yeah. I think I could see that happening. I'm actually expecting something in E3 from them. I mean, that's what I'm expecting something from.
Yep.
So I don't know if I'll get high hopes. I mean, let's not go crazy here and think Half-Life 3, folks. Let's just,
they can't count to 3.
Yeah, let's just see what Left 4 Dead. I think it's gonna be Left 4 Dead. I really do. Just with games nowadays, that makes the most sense because it's like prime real estate right now. So, yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, anything else you guys want to see from them?
No,
don't even.
Assuming there's going to be a lot of stuff for their VR and stuff
Sure.
like that.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Days Gone got delayed till 2019.
That's a bump.
That game is like just not interesting. Sorry, it's just not.
No.
If you're interested in that game, I apologize, but it's not interesting to me.
I've said it on the Discord actually. Like, we've got Last of Us 2 coming. Why do we need this game?
Yeah, well, I think, and Sony even said that it's not a development issue. It's a strategic decision. So, does that mean Last of Us 2 is this year? Like I had said.
No.
Oh, okay. We'll see. I still think so. And I think this furthers it.
Snap.
I think this furthers it.
I cannot see that happening.
Like, why? Mike just said it though. Why would you release another infection like zombie game like when you have your prime one coming? You know what I mean? Like,
look, there's no way that this game it doesn't care. Like, this game is not going to sell well no matter what.
Okay.
And I say well, I mean in terms of like Last of Us 2, it doesn't matter what else is around. Last of Us 2 is going to sell like millions of units on day one.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
They could pick a day in January or February. It doesn't matter. It's all millions of units.
Yeah. I mean, March, new prime real estate, right?
Yeah.
Talking about prime real estate, so that's the new November.
But I mean, if they're saying strategic, like, what do they have this fall that's gonna? Like,
that's what I'm wondering. They haven't announced much. I mean, Spider-Man, but that may be summer.
Out
earlier,
I think.
Yeah, that's supposed to be summer. So I don't know.
It's not the same air space either. But Last of Us 2 is the same space.
That's what I'm saying. That's furthers my prediction, I think. But we'll see. I think there's a better chance of it now more than ever that I'm going to be right on that one. So I don't think there's a bet about that at all. But I think that was just a prediction of mine. So let's see what else we have. Division 2 was announced last week too.
Yeah.
Much to Corey, you had just mentioned you were playing that, weren't you? Like you just got back to it.
Yeah, I did.
So
and it's interesting because they've learned a lot.
Yeah,
they've made it a much better game,
mm-hmm.
and I give Ubisoft a lot of credit because they're sticking to their games. Like they just announced recently that For Honor's getting dedicated servers, and it's got a cult following. That game, that Ghost Recon did very well for them,
mm-hmm.
and Rainbow Six is doing better than it's ever been doing. Yeah. So like they're sticking to games, and they're making them better as they go on. So if they are, depending on how they approach Division 2, it could be a very good game from the get-go. And it's something I'm excited to see what they can do with it, because just look at what we just talked about, Destiny and Destiny 2. There's lessons there that hopefully Ubisoft can learn from and make a better game. And maybe take that market from them, because it's primed right now, like you were saying before, Tony.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And that came from a financial, I guess, whatever call, but then they just announced it anyway.
Yeah.
It sounded like.
So, yeah. I actually had a bit of news to mention. I already forgot what it was going to be. I was like,
Amazon put Splinter Cell 2018.
That's right. That's what it was. There's been a leak of Amazon listed 2018 Splinter Cell 2018, whatever that means.
No, Metal Gear is going to be dead, so there you go.
I like the Splinter Cell games, so this is cool. Like, I like that. So
we'll take that space from Metal Gear, since we got zombies running around there for Konami now.
Might as well, Yeah. So, all right. I think that's it for news. It looks like. Yeah. So, let's get into what we've been up to, guys. Unless we have more. No, good. No? Good up to? Okay.
I think we're pretty
What have we been
much
What have
good.
we been up to, Mike?
Nothing new, honestly. A little more Assassin's Creed Origins, a little more Injustice 2 with Ninja Turtles. That's about it.
Okay. I mean, I've only gotten to play Shadow of Colossus.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and I've played some more Xenoblade. That's not true. I've played some more
Oh,
Xenoblade.
you know what I did do? I went back to Rocket League because there was a DC pack you could buy, and I bought it. And now instead of the DeLorean, I'm using the '89 Batmobile.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
nice.
The classic.
which I prefer.
Oh my
So there's
god!
actually 3 types of Batmobiles in the game now.
Did you guys see the post I had on Discord with the 1992 toy catalog I found in my grandparents' like
Oh, yeah.
bins? I'm
Yeah.
like, why do they even have this? But I'm like flipping through it. It's like the Batman merchandise, because that was when Batman Returns came out, and
That was like my first batch of like toys as a kid. Batman Returns
the
stuff.
merchandising in there was crazy for Batman stuff, and then like
Turtles,
it was cool looking through that book. I mean, all the like the SNES selling next to the NES, and like for $10 more. Like those two systems were $89.99 and $99.99, and the games all sold for $50 to $60, which is exactly what we see nowadays. And that was in
Inflation
1992.
does not happen with games.
Yeah,
That's
apparently
why.
not.
That's why DLC exists right now.
Yeah,
And they were getting more expensive, like with carts.
yeah, they were. I mean, that was the
Well,
thing. So, yeah, like I was shocked to see those prices in there. I'm like, wow. And then, yeah, you had all the handhelds were out. The Lynx was in that book. I didn't show you guys the Lynx. Game Gear, Game Boy, the classic Game Boy was still in there, 1992. So it was pretty cool. But so yeah, I got to play. I finally got into the Shadow of the Colossus, and I'm on the 8th Colossus now.
Wow.
Yeah, I find it really actually challenging and fun. I think the most annoying fight that I had is between a bird and a serpent in the water. Those two were like not fun.
The flying one's also in water, kind of, right? Or over water.
Over water, yeah. So that was like if you fall, you have to swim back, and then like. The river thing, the serpent thing took me a while to figure out. Like I'm just like, this isn't working the way it should in my mind, but it took me a while, but I figured. And I also I didn't realize you had a certain amount of time to work your way up, or you get kicked off. So I didn't know that either. But eventually he kicked me
There's
off.
like a grip gauge on the bottom right corner.
It's not that. There's a certain point where I took too much time on him, and he just dove and he didn't come back up. And I had to I had to go off of him because my grip gauge went all the way down because that's your air, and I had to go back up and start over. But the game's fun. Like it looks amazing on the PS4. Like wow, this is a game that was on PS2, right?
Well, this was
completely
remastered.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just like they've done an amazing job on this game. This is Blue Point, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're good.
And actually, that's one point. That's one little small bit of news we passed on. They said they're working on another remake right now, and it's going to be even bigger than Shadow of the Colossus. So
Yeah. What is bigger? Can we speculate? Anybody want to speculate?
Well, is it Sony, or is it who are they making it for?
I don't think they announced the company. They just said bigger game than Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, go ahead, Tony.
Oh, I was gonna say if they're staying like in house, I could see like maybe a remaster of Ico or ICO, however you say it.
I don't think it was bigger.
I don't think so.
No.
Shadow's the biggest Team Eco game.
Yeah.
Eco's got them on the map, but it's like saying, "Oh, let's put Crash Bandicoot remake," but Uncharted still
maybe Demon's Souls. I don't know.
Could be Demon's Souls. Yeah, that was somebody.
If they go external, I could see them doing. I could see them doing a Zelda, maybe.
A remastered Zelda. Wow. I'm trying to think of that era games that were huge. GoldenEye, Mike.
That's about further.
That's never happened.
No.
Too many licensing problems.
Yeah, that's way too much.
Something like God of War also, because God of War is coming out soon.
I just never been into God of War.
I think Sony's just trying to distance themselves from old God of War. I watched this YouTube video of somebody breaking down just how bad Kratos used to be. And I was like, man, obviously it was early 2000s and being edgy was just the thing. But I'm like, a lot of this stuff I don't think would fly today. I don't think it would. I'm pretty sure.
What about GTA 3?
That would be pretty fucking ridiculous. I think a lot of people would go nuts for that.
Could be. I mean, that could be. I mean, I think there's another rumor, by the way, that the GTA game is coming in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it could be GTA 3 then. Who knows?
Could be.
2021.
So, yeah. Final Fantasy VII is hiring more people because they're trying to get more quality control done on the game. That game is never coming out. It's going to be
I think
10
when they
years.
announced it, they
10
didn't like all they
years.
did was just make the movie. They didn't even do anything else. There was like no team or anything put
They're just
together
putting a
for
team
it.
together, and it's like I think that's another 10-year development game. It's going to be. So we'll see it on the next generation of consoles. We will.
Please be excited.
Yeah, please be excited. Yes. So I also played more Xenoblade Chronicles. It hasn't hooked me yet, but I'm going to keep at it.
Well, you're still in chapter 1 or 2?
No, I'm in 3. So I'm midway. Gotta be midway through 3. I'm like getting parts for a ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I would say it really sucks to say this because, I mean, you're talking probably like 30 hours at this point, but after chapter 4, after the next chapter, it's a roller coaster. It's just like inverse roller coaster. It just keeps going like higher. You're just like, what is this? What is going on right now?
okay.
It's probably like the Way of Kings, Jim, and Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight Archive.
It made the cut because like I was trading in games and it didn't get traded in, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get playing this, but I'm like, you know what? It's the way it's set up with first of all, GameStop will have a flip again and again, anyways, and this game will not drop in value. That was the other thing. But I was like, I might as well keep at it because it's just like I can sit at every now and then I can take a break even at work because I can just sit at my desk and I've played most of this game, like 95% of this game handheld. So it's been very nice. Cool. So that's why I'm like looking forward to another Switch game that I can play, but probably a month from now. So, but all right, that's it for me. Corey?
Well, I talked about it a little bit last week. Played Golf Story. Got that on Switch. Cool. It was on sale that one week. Started it. I mean, I'm into some golf games. Like recently, I have this stupid golf game on the phone that I play, and then like Golf Story.
Tiger's back.
Scratching that itch. So I don't know. It's like a good mechanic, and I really wish there was like just a Hot Shots golf style game on Switch or something because I love that. That'd be awesome.
Bring back Mario Golf. Let's go.
Well, Mario Tennis is
awesome.
Here.
I know. I heard Mario Tennis was coming. I'm like, oh man, if they do golf next.
Yeah, I actually think I'll get Mario Tennis.
I want back. I want Mario Strikers back.
There you go. I mean, just give me all the
Strikers.
Strikers is the best Mario sports games by far.
It's really good. Don't get me wrong. It's really good, but I don't know if I'd say it's better than.
What Mario sports game is better than
Strikers? Mario Golf is pretty good. I've always liked Mario Tennis. I've always liked Mario Tennis.
Yeah, I like Mario Tennis on the I like the tennis games on the Game Boy.
I liked it on the Virtual Boy.
Yeah. Well, it's the only game worth playing on the Virtual Boy.
It was great. That and I actually like Teleroboxer and Bomberman was not bad on that either.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I just like new versions of all of them. I'll buy them all. I buy them all.
Yeah.
It makes me mad though because I bought the Wii U version of Mario Tennis, and don't get me wrong, like
bad.
Well, it wasn't like so much bad as it was just like kind of like
you just the Mii's onto you in that.
No.
Okay.
No.
I think they were probably an option, but
yeah, it was probably an option, but it just felt like Mario Tennis HD. It was just so bare bones. There was no like story mode. The multiplayer features were like pathetic. The online was minimal. You knew that this was like rushed to meet some kind of deadline, and most likely because Nintendo's like, well, we use a floundering system. I mean, no matter how much we pour into this game, it's not going to sell like significantly better. So just get it out there. Just ship it out there. But this one looks really good.
It's really definitely good. Up there.
Like I'm interested in this game. There's a couple, like I said, Donkey Kong, that game. So
I think it fits well for the handheld mode as well.
Oh yeah.
I definitely always like playing the tennis games.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'm excited to have like a good online pool too, because I don't know if you remember me talking about like my friend and I, when that Wii U version came out, we were playing competitive online, and it got to the point where like it would take us minutes to find a match because like nobody was just on our level. Right. And if it would, like a lot of times it would be the people we just played, and as soon as it would try to load up, they would like quit, and we're like, cowards! Like, fight me, I'm here, you know. So yeah, what were you gonna say, Corey?
Oh no, I was just gonna keep going with the Switch because I've been playing a lot of Switch stuff. Nice. A lot of Enter the Gungeon.
Nice.
Because it was
I need to get
something
back
quick.
to that.
Yeah, so that's a lot of fun. It's so addictive. It's like, oh, one more run.
One more run.
So definitely enjoy that. And I do. I'm excited for Dells because I know that's coming to Switch soon. I think they mentioned that it's coming maybe in the next couple months actually. So
Yep.
I'm definitely feeling those roguelike type games on the Switch because it's perfect fit for that as well. Just the instant on, instant off type of thing.
Yeah.
And then some more Fortnite. Oh, Fortnite coming to iOS.
Yeah.
By the way.
That was the big news too. Not only is it coming to iOS and Android, cross-platform.
With iOS
with
platform.
to Xbox.
To Xbox. Or isn't it to PlayStation 4? Like you can do either to each other, but not between each other. Yes.
Before you I think they make you choose when you get the game or get the invite.
Mm-hmm.
But and then obviously with PC as well.
Yeah,
so.
and PC as well. Not Xbox again to PS4 because Sony still has not opened that network up.
Yep. But Fortnite's still holding strong, and I mean it's
like insane how popular that game is. Like it's insane. Like it's gotten ahead of PUBG in popularity.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, was it? Where it's like it's number one on Twitch now.
It is. It is. It absolutely is. Just the talk around, even like if you go to like schools and like listen to people talk about it, kids. My nephew asked me if I was playing Fortnite.
Yep.
I was like, wow.
I mean, why
9.
not? Why aren't you? I mean,
I don't know. Because I don't have any interest in those games. We've already talked about this. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, I do like duos the best, I think, but I did try the 20 mode, and that wasn't fun just because there's so many people just doing their own thing. So it wasn't. I could see 50-50 being better, but the 5 teams of 20 just didn't work out that well, I don't think. But duos and squads, I mean, it's a lot of fun to have your team, like to talk to your friends and just like know that everything out there is trying to get you.
Did you guys see? It just reminded me of scrapped content from the Star Wars Battlefront game that came out today. Like they were like gonna have like an alternate what if characters were alive. So they had like Mace Windu as alive, but like as a cyborg kind of thing. There was like some cool concept ideas that they had for Battlefront that looked amazing. They all got scrapped. Yeah, I was reading a bunch of this. They were like planning on doing like an alternate like timeline thing and having like that mode.
Is it for Battlefront 2?
It was Star Wars Battlefront, I think it was, but yeah, I saw it on Twitter. So it was interesting. Like they were planning on, there was a whole bunch of stuff they were planning that got scrapped, but that's because that game has some problems, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. We haven't heard about. I don't think we've heard about Battlefront 2 in a long time, right?
They were supposed to like announce something this month, but they haven't yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of those types of games, Battlefield 5 is coming.
Yes.
And Call of Duty Black Ops 4. It has a logo now.
Battlefield 5 is, by the way, going to be World War II based. Big shock.
Yep.
Shock.
Yeah.
You know, I was with Battlefront for a while, but once the Turtles came out on Injustice, it just
I still have to get that
possibly
and install
permanently to the back burner because whatever.
Yeah. All right, Tony.
Well, since we were talking about PUBG, I've been bouncing back between that and Overwatch a lot lately. Just I don't know. I haven't been feeling like any story-based games or anything like that. Right? I just want to kind of.
Well, when you do Xenoblade Chronicles, apparently it's a big game.
Oh yeah,
you don't want to go back into another big game.
Right, exactly. It's like I have Mario and Rabbids. I'm like, I can't delve into another RPG right now. I need some palate cleanser time.
Yeah.
But just to talk about Fortnite, I love how Epic is supporting it and acting quickly on it. Like I love PUBG, but the developers behind that, Bluefin, Bluefin.
Yeah.
They're squandering their opportunity because they were at the top. They were at the absolute top. Like, hey, 2017, we're the number 1 selling game of the year, absolutely undisputed among any of the platforms, completely undisputed. And they're just wasting it away.
Yep.
You know, they're reaching like the peak, I guess, on the PC platform. It's still selling well, but I mean, how much more can you have on there? It's on Xbox One. It did fantastic there, but it's only on that platform. It's on PlayStation 4, so it's you're limited.
And it runs like crap.
Whereas you look at Fortnite, and not only are they on all the platforms, not only are they free on all the platforms and cross-platform among the platforms, they're releasing like weekly, bi-weekly, monthly
and
updates.
It's like also
it's
feedback.
Content updates.
It's also feedback. They take it back and they bring out stuff for that feedback.
Yeah.
I mean,
and timely stuff where it's like, oh, this is Christmas event, and this is like a.
Yep.
What's funny is I don't know why they come out with this John Wick skin. I'm like, Dude, I want that John Wick skin.
They've really adopted the Overwatch Blizzard style of things even more so. Like because they're responding to updates faster. I mean, they're just really on top
I mean, the
of this
communication, yeah, you have to give it to them. They've communicated and they've listened, and they're constantly giving people things to do. And the different modes, like there's always a different mode, like this, hey, sniper mode, or only gold weapons mode, or like there's always something going on that's different.
They're just trying stuff,
yeah.
It's fun because, like, you know, like you were just saying, like the 20v20 v20 v20 v20, like, okay, it wasn't for you, but hey, it was cool that they tried it, you know. Or 50v50, that was a bit better, you know. Whereas like with PUBG, I feel ever since 1.0 launched in December, like we had like one or two updates and it was all cosmetic loot crate bullshit.
It's all they've added. I've been hearing people talk about it. It's all they've added, cosmetic crap.
Yeah.
So yeah, they need features.
So yeah, I'm still playing it. I love the gameplay. I love the team aspect, but it's growing old. It's getting, you know.
Well, I mean, again, it's a mode. Right? That's the thing. It's a mode in a game where, you know, if there's something else that has this mode,
that's what I've been saying. You know, so that's what I've been saying. And just you watch Call of Duty Battle Royale. PUBG might die.
I mean, freaking Red Dead Redemption, they're talking about it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Either of those games right now. Actually, I don't think we talked about it, but Call of Duty is actually releasing in October this year.
Yeah. Really? I did not.
Ahead of Red Dead.
Yeah, Red Dead.
They don't want. I think they're afraid of Red Dead.
Oh, I'm sure they are, but you know, again, it's just pointing that maybe October is the new November too.
Yeah. Well, I think March really is. I think March is the new November. I really do.
Yeah.
But anything else, Tony?
No,
PUBG that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, wow, we had some.
By the way, that was allegedly Battlefront 4.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
Not
I thought I saw
not
two.
like, you know. No, yeah, Battlefront 4. So the ones that would have happened from like the last, you know, franchise. Yeah. And it's all like inverting dark. Like there's Dark Obi-Wan.
Yes.
There's like Dark
Mace Windu. I saw. Yeah.
And the other way around too is like Jedi Darth Maul. It's very interesting just to look through it, but
Jedi Darth Maul. Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I thought it was an interesting idea. I thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. That's it for Wow, we mixed in a lot of. I hope you guys all stick through our what we went up to because it's a lot of game news mixed into it. So we kept coming up with. We forgot what we had, and I think that's gonna wrap up the Gamecast though. So thanks for tuning in. As we mentioned on the movie cast, our 400th episode is coming up very soon. It's like
months away.
It's like I mean, what is it? 13 weeks away. Yeah. And that may sound like a long time, but it just like comes up quick. So we're looking for ideas. We're looking at maybe doing a fundraiser and also looking for ideas for what we can do for episode 400. So write us podcast at allycangeek.net. Follow us on Twitter at allycangeek, or you can write us on Twitter as well. Same thing on Facebook. Write to us on Facebook if you have ideas, suggest it. And on YouTube, you know, under the videos, you know, looking forward to that and hearing from you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week to the movie cast, to the Gamecast, and thanks a lot. Appreciate it. See ya.